Hi guys, it's Cynthia the Fishing Mommy, and today I am going to be unboxing my Monsterbass September box. Here it is, the end of September, but my box is here and I'm happy about it. I'm going to do an unboxing and check out what's in this one. So let's get started. First things first, I noticed that this is a very heavy box. There seems to be a lot in here. Let's see what we have. We have 8 things plus an AFTCO $10 gift card, which is really cool. Brands that are listed in here are Strike King, yay, one of my favorite, Bait Labs, Super K, which I've never actually heard of, Catch Outdoors, I'm not sure I knew who that is, Big Bite Baits, of course, we all know them, SEMATIS Bait, which is a company that I've really only ever seen in Monsterbass, 13 Fishing, we all know them, and DAIICHI. So overall, mostly, very well-known brands in this box. I'm looking forward to seeing what the actual baits are. First thing, Strike King. Okay, so we have a Lucky Shad, Strike King Lucky Shad. This is an 8-foot diver, and it is a deep diving crankbait, obviously. This is like a craw pattern, actually. Red and orange craw pattern. It's called Delta Red. So this is I believe this is my regional box, the Northeast regional box, so I'm not exactly sure why I'd get a Delta Red craw. It'll be a great bait to have for spring, so definitely not really complaining about that. Next up is Bait Labs. This is another hard bait. And what is this? This is a Dizzy Diver, 2 to 8 feet, sinking, and it's called a HELLHOUND. And I'm not familiar with this bait, so I'm going to open it up and take a closer look. Okay, so this is the HELLHOUND, and it's another diving, it looks like a jerk bait, actually. It's called a Dizzy Diver, 2 to 8 feet depth. But honestly, it looks a lot more like what I would consider a jerk bait than a diver. From the side, the paint job looks pretty good, but the bottom is kind of weird. Like, just looks like a seam on the bottom. Not sure how I feel about that. Hooks feel pretty good. Lip feels like it's sturdy in there. The eyes are a little creepy, just these yellow eyes. That is a jerk bait from Bait Labs. And I guess I feel okay about that. The truth is, I'm not the biggest lover of jerk baits. I don't seem to have a lot of success on them for some reason, at least in freshwater. The next thing is Super K. I don't know that brand. Oh, here we go. Super K Jigs. It's called the WALKABOUT. This is a 3.5-inch topwater. It weighs 1/3 of an ounce. And let's take a look. Looks like it has a little bit of a popping face to it. It's a white paint job. Double trebles and the feather flare. White with red stripe paint job. A little bit of a cupped lip here, so it might pop a little bit. Pretty good deep rattle, which I like. This is a pretty nice top water. I like the fact that it's a small profile. That's interesting to me. So I'm definitely going to throw this and see how it goes. So that's 3 hard baits that I've got in this box. The next item is from Catch Outdoors, and that is actually an underspin hook with a jig head. I really like this. 40% lead-free ZG head tech. Weighs 0.40 ounce, and it's a fish head jig hook with an underspin. That looks great. The translucency on there is great. It's a nice big hook. It doesn't say what size hook. 3/0 or 4/0 hook. It's got a nice keeper. Look, I love underspins and I never seem to have enough of them, so I'm happy about this bait. Next up is Big Bite Baits. Let's see what we have. I think I know what it is. Yes. Okay, this is the BB Kicker. This is a huge paddle tail. These are so big, I don't even think it says how big they are, but they're like 4.25 inches BB kicker in green gizzard shad color. You can see those. Ultra realistic. I love the big round paddle tail on these. Let me open this up and show you. I'm very excited about these if you can't tell. This is such a great looking lure. Look at that big round paddle tail. That's going to cause a lot of disturbance in the water and call in fish from a long way away. It's got a nice hook channel and ultra realistic profile. It smells like plastic. Beautiful paint job. Love the glitter. I love these for bass fishing. I would love these for saltwater fishing. I bet that striped bass would love to eat this. So I'm very excited about these. Next up is SEMATIS baits. This is the one that I mentioned that I've really only ever seen in Monsterbass boxes. This looks like a DROPSHOT bait, I think. Let me open it up and take a look. Yeah, this is like a small DROPSHOT worm, but it's got this interesting sort of triangular or three-pronged tail. Kind of interesting. This might be a good jig trailer, but really I think it's just ideal for drop shotting. I think that's going to come into play later in the year, honestly. Like towards the end of our bass fishing season, these will definitely get some use because I'm always looking to drop shot in the winter time. Next up, 13 Fishing, and this is the last soft plastic in the box. And as usual, they've gone extra with their packaging. These 13 Fishing packages are so funny to me. They're humongous, but they do a great job of keeping the baits straight and flat, and they're not squished. They're not, you know, hanging around all over the place. This is called the BFF, Blunt Force Finesse, and the color is number 39, Cold Cuts. That's a 6.5-inch worm. Wow. This is a huge 6.5-inch finesse worm. It's obviously black and blue color. Really pretty coloration. There are 10 in this pack. It's a full pack from 13 Fishing. And the last thing in the box is DAIICHI hooks. This, I don't really know what's going on here. Standout lever action hooks. These are kind of weird. They are drop shot hooks. I looked at the package and basically you tie the knot here on this bend and then your tag end would go down here through the eye of the hook. So not at all what you would think you would do with this, but it's very interesting because you're really only having to tie, you know, that on there. You don't have some sort of leader coming out, and then you just have the tag end. So it's really only one knot that you're tying. Pretty interesting. I'm not sure if this is a gimmick or if this is useful. Let me show you the packaging and show you their explanation of how to use this thing. Okay, so these are actually really interesting. I've never seen anything like this, and I can definitely see how drop shotting this could really be effective. So I'm gonna try this out with those SEMATIS baits that I mentioned. Look like great drop shot worms. That's very interesting, and thank you Monsterbass for actually sending a drop shot type lure along with a drop shot type hook. I really appreciate the thoughtfulness there. Let's see if there's anything else in here. There should be some stickers and some other things. Oh, yeah, cool. There is Bass Care 101 in here. A brief angler's guide to taking the best care of your catch prior to release. Very cool. And there's also a $10 AFTCO code right here. Monsterbass stickers. I got 2 of them. Yay! I really like this sticker. Very pretty. And that is going to do it for September 2020 Monsterbass box. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. I tried to go quickly. I tried to keep it concise. I am not going to be able to fish with this right away, but I will be trying to fish with it in the near future. I'll report back to you guys whenever I'm using a bait that has come in a Monsterbass box. If you'd like to see any of my other Monsterbass box unboxings, check out this playlist right up here. I'm going to link it right up at the top. I don't know which direction to point, but there it is. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please just take a quick second, hit the subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. It does me a solid. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time. I hope you enjoyed this, and we will catch you later.